So originally I was at uni however many years ago, and I don't really remember. So I was looking up online whilst I was at uni to see other things to do after university, as I didn't really feel like going into the whole working world scenario. It's a thing I didn't really want to do. But I got offered a job, so I worked for about a year and a half, and then I was like, I need to get out, so I was like, fuck it, I'm quitting my job, gonna fly off into the world and see what happens, but not literally flying. And so yeah, I ended up at Grow Heathrow after wandering around a bit, and yeah, I've stayed here ever since, and yeah, it's been a great experience.
So I'm Maria. I've been in this community now for 6 months, and we've lived quite. Me and my son, who live here as well, who's just turned 3, have lived quite alternative lives the whole of his life, and me before that as well. This is a community, Grow Heathrow, that I've known about since it first started, but there are lots of people that are involved in other aspects of the environmental movement, and there are some people here that Come. Sit on your chair or my lap.
This is for the stove, for the Arga, so we can have cups of tea.
I vented a lot when I first came here. I was coming out with some personal stuff. I felt like I'd been really hurt, and I tried to put my all into like a personal thing, like a relationship, and I kind of felt I'd been a bit shat on and by a lot of the world as well. And then I was really hurting over that, and but I'd come here, and there's so many issues revolving that. It weren't even arguing my all, it just weren't good enough, because it couldn't have been good enough, because I couldn't provide enough from what was on offer, and I was really hurt about that. And coming in here, I was sort of like venting about that, and I guess I've learned to listen a lot more and work with like the group rather than just going out and in everyone's faces, which I think I was for quite a while in life. I'm a bit much for some. But
Like, it's said a lot that it takes a community to raise a child, or a village to raise a child, but a lot of people don't live in community-style settings. They live in streets where people don't know their neighbours, where they don't have those kind of close support networks unless they're lucky to live around family and have a nice family.
We don't exactly have proper arrows, so it's a bit dodgy. Yeah, it's good, no? Accuracy.
I live with my brother here, 2 of us. This is the bed. This is the tap. Battery bank underneath here for the solar panels. Everything comes to the batteries. A water tank underneath. And that's the shower. We've got the lights. And everything was quite cheap to do, because all the wood you see, we got it for 60 euros. So then we only had to build it, but yeah. See, I decided that I want to work when I want to work. I don't want to have a life where I've got to work, otherwise I die.
this was our hottest chili sauce. I've emptied it into this glass because it's a little bit thick. Now we're down the lot. That's the Chrissy Chris Carolina Reaper Chili Sauce Challenge. Let me know how you get on. If anyone wants to try it, have a dip, just so you know it is hot. And tell everyone, Chrissy Chris is on fire.
And then it dings and dings, like ding, ding, ding.
It only says ding, but how many hours it is. So it went ding, ding, which means it's 2 o'clock.
And then it does another act, and then it does 1, and then it'll be 3 o'clock.
So if the clock went ding, 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 what time would it be?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job.
This is one I did of the woods here. These are all pictures around Grow Heathrow. Yeah, sort of using blue, yellow and red, doing abstracty sort of things. Here's another one of the front site of a meadow. I think that is a meadow. Yeah, it is, yeah. And this is a view in between the old space and the straw bale house. There used to be a pane of glass just resting there in a hammock. There's a little red bucket. Yeah, so that. Here's some generic flowers done in a bit of a cubist style. I don't really like it because it's a bit too kitsch. It's a bit more of an abstract view of one of the paths. You see the greenhouse frames above and just other things done in sort of loose boxes. That's it for around here. That's my main stash of art I have here. So this is my house. I shall take you inside momentarily. So yeah, my biggest achievement I feel as being an unskilled worker in this was creating my own A-frames. There's 3 of them I put up in here, and yeah, they've kept the roof lovely and stable, and they look beautiful. So yeah, ignore the floor. That's my wonky door. I built this house with my own 2 hands with a hammer and nails and lots of pallet wood. It took me about 2 months to build, which was quite cool. Before I started to build this, I guess I was completely like hating life and just like seeing the prospects of having a normal life is like completely disagreeable to me. Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
Hey. Hey. Come and eat your food.
He truly has some food. There's some dry food and some lettuce. Oh, we say bye-bye and we go to the kitchen.
No, I don't want to say bye-bye.
You're gonna stay here with the rabbits all by yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
It's a very practical skill. We found that when you're chopping wood, sometimes bits of log can fly off and they can get you in the face or cause you injury. So we're trying to develop a skill where we can split logs at a greater distance. We think it'll be better for health and safety.
I'm not too political. I just support my friends here who are fighting against the airport. But because I'm French, I don't want to get banned from the country. So I don't do much. But yeah, I've learned so much. Yeah, how to deal with people, how to live in community. I've learned enough here. I'll go to France, buy some land and create an eco-village sanctuary.
There's so much freedom here. I have the freedom to do what I want, and I tend to just see what happens, really. Who knows what will happen? It's a great way to be.